You are listening to the Wyrd Mountain Gals Show. Prepare yourself.
There was a time in my life in the 80s when I would go to the mall like on December the 23rd, even the 24th, and I wasn't there to shop. I just went there for the vibe, as the kids say.
Yes.
And it was fun, and people, generally speaking, they were having a good time, they were happy, they were sweet, they were laughing. Now, I don't think that would be true anymore.
Yeah, no, probably not.
I think people would be, bitchy and angry and all that.
Yeah, well, and concerned for their life
Mm-hmm.
in a way that we were not. I remember going to the Innsbruck Mall, but back then I don't remember what we called it. We didn't call it the Innsbruck Mall right away. It's the one on Tunnel Road that had the Bavarian cellar and it had the escalator.
Oh no, I know it very well. It had
Brindles, and it had Masons before that.
And Masons, yep.
Yeah, but I don't remember what we called it back then. We might have called it Masons, just by the department store name. But that's where Christmas happened for me in Asheville.
Oh.
Was at Masons, because you went up the escalator and you had to go hang out with Santa for a few minutes and tell him all the things.
I swear, I know it must not make anybody any money, but I don't know why everybody doesn't have a damn Santa Claus. Everybody. I don't know why the hardware store doesn't have a damn Santa Claus.
Because they're so weird now. If you can't, you gotta open up to the Santa magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but why not?
There's a controversy right now in, I think it's California, of course, where they're doing something called Merry Gothmas. Gothmas. You can imagine exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's a little bit steampunk, it's a little bit witchy, it's a little bit Addams Family, it's just all that stuff. And it's a lot of vendors, and I don't know if they got music or whatever, but the local reactionary Christian community is so upset. They're like, well, but that's you mocking our holiday. And I'm like, really? Okay.
Look up Saturnalia. Why don't you?
Exactly. And so if they were doing a Saturnalia fest, they'd be mad about that too.
Oh, yes.
Some people, they just got to be mad about something all the damn time.
I know. And you don't have to. It is a choice. Especially, there are some rare situations when you can have perfect contentment in your day. Just as you just...
Yes, you can.
Yes.
You can just go, it's cold outside and it's a little windy, but not as windy as it was, and I see some blue sky. Mm-hmm. That's pretty darn good.
Yep. And that's the truth. Oh, I got to tell you, I went to go vacuum my car, and I left some sand. I just couldn't get it all out. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, I love that.
Couldn't do it.
Perfect.
Yeah, it was such a nice... It was a nice time. It really was.
Oh, it was such a good time. Dead blame.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Yeah, we're going to have to think of a way to get together regularly, and maybe with the weirdlings around, too. I would like that.
I know you're obsessed with getting those weirdlings around.
It's going to happen. At some point, we'll have a meetup.
We will.
Mm-hmm.
Mammoth Cave, I think it's going to be it.
I would not complain. I would be interested. I've been watching those fossil hunters.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've learned so much. I really do. I feel like I would almost have a chance of knowing if I saw something. Because that's like a regret in my life, is that how many things have I just walked over and not even looked at? Never even took
Yeah.
a look at it. And what have I walked over in all those woods and all those areas that I've been in? And I not
Yeah.
paid attention to it. So that's just going to change a little bit. It already has, actually. I'm
Good for
already.
you.
Well, I don't know, but I just have a different feeling about things. But these little fossil hunter dudes, they have really taught me a lot. And first of all,
Those are that's the two real young ones
yeah, but
that
then
have that they just bust open those things. They go, oh, I think this has. Then they take out the tapping hammer and tap it and bust it open. Those guys,
they're brothers.
and they're from Yorkshire or
They're
Cornwall or
I think they're from Yorkshire. I think, and
yeah.
this is what I was surprised by. There's like the bulky one with the muscles, and he's kind of shy, and his name is Shane Smith. And then there's the one that is more wiry, and he's the redheaded fellow, and he's thin, very thin and wiry, and he is he has a PhD, and and his name is Aaron, Dr. Aaron Smith. And so they are super serious about their fossils and definitely know what they're talking about. And boy, that's why I say I feel like I've learned. But the amount of work that they put into the videos is also impressive. And it'll be an hour and a half long video about finding ammonites at this new landslide. And doesn't that sound tedious and boring? And it is not. It's
Oh, it doesn't seem tedious and boring at all. Sounds wonderful.
it is because they're there in this beautiful, absolutely beautiful countryside with the big, giant, tall cliffs and all of that. And it's just I love
Mhm.
watching them. And I understand now about the voice thing because whatever their accent is relaxing. So if they have an hour and a half video, I'm like, oh yay. And I will watch it, and I feel like I've learned a lot about fossils by doing that. So anyway, anyway,
Well, and I wanted to back up to something we talked about last week. I think it was last week about the volcanoes,
yeah.
and I couldn't remember the name of Vesuvius because
Oh
who knows why.
yeah,
But the other thing was I was talking about Mount Rainier
yeah.
and Mount Hood and Mount St. Helens. They're part of the Cascade Range,
Okay,
and I think that fault line is called the Cascade Fault.
okay.
But I looked that up because I could remember Rainier and Hood, but it's like a direct line of these really pretty active volcanoes.
Well, which
And
was
I can't remember.
it might have been you that mentioned the Ring of Fire or something.
Yep. I
Yeah,
love it. I even love saying the Ring of
yeah.
Fire. Might be Johnny Cash.
That's right. It might be. You should sing it. Well, well, I'll tell you what. There's one thing that I know, and that is you and I are getting into some stuff in 2026. Period. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll suit us both, whatever it is. And we're going to have a good time. And you said that, it made me think instantly of, oh, well, we should just take it on the road. And then I'm like, no, wait just a damn minute.
Yeah,
You're already
we
on the
can't
road,
be,
know?
we can't be so on the road as
No.
long as your mama needs your good attention
Yeah.
and my temple needs my good attention.
Yep.
But
Yep.
the time will come when some of that's going to ease up.
Oh yeah, and we can take it to the cottage or the French Broad River or locally. It's not like we can't hang out. It's so we're still going to get into something. I can just tell you already. There's my prediction for 2026. You and me will end up getting into something at some point.
I know that you are already writing. You're writing music,
Uh huh. Yep.
and that is going to be a thing for sure.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing more of that.
That's
And I could see you once you have a little more help with what you're doing there.
Mm-hmm.
I can see you heading down
Oh, yeah.
back to the beach to do some work with you know who,
Yep. Yep.
crazy beach boy.
Yep. So, have you ever done any keening?
I haven't. I've taught a class in Keenan.
Are you keen on doing some keening in that song that I've been writing?
We could do that. I could do that. Yeah.
Because, you know, it started out one way and it's moving in another direction. So, at some point here, after the holidays or whenever, I'll get you a version of it, and you can kind of figure out if or what you'd like to put in there. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how me and Selby do it. Is one of us will here's the basic, and then the other one will listen to it and find their part. And so it may be that you decide this or that. We'll see. And I may have an idea too, but I'd like to hear some keening on it because I think that it would call for it. So, and yeah, that's gonna be fun. There's our Christmas contribution. Is wow, we're gonna do some some terrifying.
Yeah, let's celebrate the season with keening.
Yeah. Oh man.
This is our last podcast before the winter solstice.
Yes, it is.
And I want to make sure before we get giddy and start talking about whatever it is that's going to stir us up, I want to make sure and say to all of our listeners, thank you. Thank you for this last year, because we hit some damn highlights this year, my child.
Yes, we
hit big number 300 this year.
Mm-hmm.
We finally got that damn Revelator deck of cards out into the world this year.
And it hit a number last week.
It did, and we went to the beach and actually had some relaxing time. And the two of us have spent the whole year being healthier than we were a year ago.
You're exactly right. Yep.
And golly, could we ask for any more than that?
No.
Than the love of our friends, the companionship of our colleagues, and the good round earth under our feet.
Mm-hmm.
Phew.
Yeah. You said that very well.
I'm a wordsmith.
Yes, you are. So what makes it all the more flattering that you've never made fun of my advertising kind of writing.
Oh no, you're a good writer.
Yeah,
You suffer from some self-deprecation about your writing. You're a good writer. You're a strong writer.
Thank you, but I always feel like I sound like I'm trying to sell somebody a used car.
That's what we're all doing all the time, isn't it?
I
get. Say, listen to me. I got something sensible to say, don't I?
That's right. I don't know if. Well, yeah, you're proficient in multiple languages, and so for a little while I was.
Let's not say proficient. Let's just say I play around with multiple languages.
Well, the closest I've ever come to certain languages is reading them in English as translated literally. Okay, so it'll be now I can read a little bit. That being said, I can read a little bit of French and a little bit of Spanish, but it's Castilian Spanish as taught in the schools. But trying to read that reinterpreted into English, I realized that, boy, certain languages, they really use a lot of what I call flowery overdoing of the adjectives and stuff. And just overemphasizing certain words and things like that. Have you noticed that, or is it just me thinking that way?
Yeah, I think that, I don't know a whole lot of languages, but there are some of those, I'm thinking about those kind of tribal African languages, sub-Saharan, that have like clicks and buzzes and hums in them. And I just think how beautiful those are, and how so many uh, European languages are not necessarily beautiful in that way.
Well, that's true.
But some of them are, like the Romance languages. Like French is beautiful, Italian's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful,
Mm-hmm. Do you?
Spanish can be beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. They all can be beautiful in their own way. I
Uh,
love them all. There's a fella on that interweb who he is very talented, evidently some sort of a savant with languages. And he will go and learn an obscure language, and then they'll send him to that country or that place. And he'll go and maybe go to a street vendor and order in their language, or into a restaurant, or ask for directions or something like that in some obscure country or some weird
mhm.
strange part of the world, and just freak everybody out. What how's that little boy doing that, you know?
I
People.
think it may be the same fella. He was out. I can't remember what native tribe it was, and they were having a gathering of elders. And he attended the gathering of elders, and he spoke to the elders in the language. And the elders were like the only tribe members that still spoke the language. And so it thrilled them. Here was this young Anglo man who was speaking their language pretty damn fluently. And what him doing that, then it brought attention to the language to the young people in that tribe.
Oh,
And they all wanted to learn the language too. So
interesting.
that's a social media influencer that really was doing amazing, something very amazing.
Yeah, there've been several young folks like that I really look up to what they're doing. And I understand that some of it is put on, has to be, but
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
the most part, though, it seems like they're sincere. There's this one guy who's just he's young. I don't know how old he is. They all look young, and he goes to the Google Earth, and to that Google Earth, excuse me, he goes to Google Earth and he studies it. And if he finds anything that he doesn't understand what it could be, he goes there and checks it out. No
I've
matter.
seen him.
Have you?
He's yeah, we watch him when we're at my daughter's. They just love that guy, and he's gone to some of the weirdest places.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes he gets there, and there's something there, but it's like, was it worth that? Was it worth that hike all the way up there?
Well, I
Yeah,
guess for those 1 million viewers, yes, or
yeah,
views on it,
yeah.
probably yes, because that means a paycheck for him, I'm sure.
Well, that's what me and you ought to be doing. We ought to be doing travel shows,
Yeah.
and have a video team that goes, well, guess where the girls are going today? They're going to Ghost Town in the Sky, and they're going to find the back way in. They're going to find out how the Coca-Cola and the Pepsi was delivered up there. That's what they're doing today. But they're doing it in their car, because they ain't going to be hiking, because, you know.
Well, we might have to get a Weird Mountain Gal drone.
Oh, my goodness.
Or
Well,
before.
you can tell we are both feeling better,
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure. When we are
absolutely.
not just bitching about Chuck Edwards
Oh,
and
that's right. That's right. I'm going to make
and
some.
the city government.
That's right. Well, I am going to make some gingerbread tonight. I
Oh,
haven't done that in years, and I'm going to make some gingerbread, and I'm going to make some breakfast for supper.
you love doing that.
I
I think
do.
that's one of your favorite meals,
I,
breakfast or supper.
I believe it is too. So yeah, if I have time to sit around and do something like that, then I'm doing okay. Now, not to say I don't have work to do, but that's the kind. But I can afford to do a little bit of bacon, just a little bit of bacon, and I'm gonna,
Yeah.
yeah. So I feel pretty lucky about that, and I hope that while we're recording this and while people are hearing it out there, that they're doing something good for themselves too. Don't you think that'd be nice?
Mhm. I think that would be beautiful.
I think so too. We're
I
gonna
really
have
do.
we're gonna have the best year coming up. We are. It's gonna not be easy because it never has been and it never will be.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
Yeah. But,
But I know I was taking a shower today before we started doing this, and I was thinking, oh, I've got a whole bunch of root vegetables and some kale, and if I'm gonna be home this afternoon, I'm just gonna chop all that stuff out and put it in the oven.
oh, that
Then
sounds
that
good.
sounds good.
Yeah, it does. That's a good idea, too.
But I'm
Interesting.
gonna have to run out to the store. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but I'm missing two things that I need to have to do these
Mm,
candies.
what
So,
kind of candies are
oh,
they?
oh, I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna do peanut butter fudge and then some regular fudge.
Mm,
But I dug out. I got little bits and pieces of very dark chocolate,
uh-huh.
and I'm gonna mix that high cacao uh, with some other kinds of chocolate so that it's a little more edible and
Ah.
less like taking medicine.
Yeah.
Um, and I'll do something with that. Maybe some bonbons, maybe some, I don't know. I
Hmm.
don't know. But I'm going to make some fudge for sure.
When you make
Some no
fudge,
bake and some no bake chocolate oatmeal drop cookies,
oh,
which we
yes.
call creature cookies.
Yes, they're so good. Those are the ones that they
Hmm.
used to have at in the cafeteria at school.
Yes. And you always wanted more than they gave you.
Always, yes. And I forget what they called them. No bake cookies, I think, is what they called them.
Mhm.
No bake cookies. Oh my God, they're so good. I love them so much.
I
Um,
know.
well,
But we don't have any sweets in the house, and Joe loves a sweetie. And he's been
uh,
eating. I've got some of those gold coins, the Hanukkah coins,
yeah,
that I put into presents for people to remind them that the sun is coming back and to
yeah,
wish them abundance in the new year.
yeah.
And he keeps eating my chocolate coins, and I said, "Stop doing that." And he said, "Well, there ain't nothing sweet to eat here. There ain't cakes or pies or nothing like that. So I'm gonna make these oatmeal drop cookies for him, so he'll quit eating my damn chocolate coins."
So let me ask
Honestly.
you, when you make your no bake, or excuse me, when you make your fudge, you're making no
Hmm.
bake fudge, I guess, and I've never made any other kind, but do you make it with condensed milk, regular milk, or Karo?
Well, it depends on the fudge, but the chocolate fudge that I make is milk and heavy cream
Okay,
and sugar and chocolate and a little bit of vanilla.
okay.
I have
That's a
done
good.
that. What is it with the marshmallow fluff? I've done that one before,
Oh, I
but I've
forgot
got
about
my
that one. Yeah.
yeah, I've got my mother's boiled fudge recipe, and it was always just the best stuff in the world.
Do you remember how you would take a drop of water? I guess you still do, and drop it down in there, and that's how you could tell if the candy mixture was ready to go.
I, yeah, I think you drop a little bit of the fudge into water.
Or maybe that's what it is. I don't.
Yeah,
But oh yeah, that
and
was
it
good.
forms the ball. But I have this magical technical thing called a candy thermometer. So I don't have to do that. I can just go, oh, softball stage. That's about 220 degrees. Okay.
Cause you're smart. Yeah.
So I don't have to guess at it. If I made it all the time, I wouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
You know how it is with anything you do all the. If I made fudge once a week and took it to my, great aunt Sarah, um, I did have a cousin Sarah that was like a great aunt. Now that I think of it,
Oh.
but if I did it every week, then there's a point where you're looking at the consistency.
Yeah.
You're smelling it. You're looking at it, and you go, "Oh no, it's ready now. I'll pour it onto that buttered
Yeah.
plate."
Yeah.
But I don't do it. I do it maybe once a year.
I,
Sometimes not even then.
well, I remember when, oh, the worst thing you could do is make fudge that had a grainy consistency. Oh,
Oh, terrible! But it still was just butter and sugar. So what the hell do I care?
you know what? It tasted so good any way you made it. I'll make that any way I want to. If I'm the one making it, y'all don't have to eat it.
That's right.
No.
Well, I can remember my mother had this big platter that she made her fudge in, and then she would cut. It was an oval platter, and
Yeah.
then she would cut the squares pretty regularly, so they're about the same size. But then all along the edge of that oval were these little odd pieces of fudge. And I can't remember if we stole them and ate them, but or if she gave them to us because the rest would go into a candy dish or something. But
Oh my
yeah, I
goodness.
was thinking about that the other day because that was extra buttery because it was a little bit
Hmm.
thinner
Yeah, yeah.
and it was resting right on that buttered platter. Oh, so good,
Oh yeah.
so
Well,
good.
through the years, my family tried a bunch of different things. I remember. Do you remember a buttermint phase? Did y'all ever make
Yes.
buttermints?
Oh, yes. Delicious.
They were, but God, I can't imagine anything that would be worse for you. You know,
Oh,
for
oh
anyone.
well, or sea foam. My mother used to make sea
Oh
foam candy.
yeah,
And
divinity,
divinity.
divinity.
Divinity, oh my God. My arteries are clogging just thinking about that. But the thing is, if you're gonna be eating that kind of crap from say the winter solstice on the 21st until the end of the year, it's probably not gonna kill you. It's probably not gonna blow your pancreas out. It's probably you're probably gonna be okay.
Notice,
It's when you have to do that every day of the year,
right?
and because I just have a sugar addiction, which I do. I
Which
freely admit that.
everybody
That's when
does.
you're going to get in trouble. But, you know, a little piece of divinity at Christmas time or a little bit of sea foam for your birthday, it ain't going to kill you. And it might even make you happy enough to feel like you want to outlive,
Randy,
actually live.
Randy has a client, and every year this client gives him a box of truffles, and the box is also made of chocolate.
Oh, my goodness.
And of course, it says "Happy Holidays" from blah blah, and it is the most, it is the best tasting chocolate. For in my mind, I've tasted it. I take a bite every year. I'll take a bite out of it, of the box, and my thought is always, well, somebody should drop that into some hot chocolate. That would be unbelievable. But see, I
Oh,
have a
my
terrible sweet tooth.
goodness.
I could just eat Christmas crap all day sometime. I mean, I'd eventually eat my way out of craving it all the time, or wanting it all the time or whatever. But I love fruitcake. I love all those terrible candies that are so awful for you. I'm like, yeah, yeah. And I'm pretty good at making some of them. So it's like, I better not. What I did today instead,
Yeah.
you're gonna laugh, but I I poured a cup of orange juice, which is pretty high carb for me anyway, and I put some of that mandarin orange emergency vitamin C stuff in it.
Ooh.
And it tasted like Tang.
Now that's something I'd love to make again. Is the so-called Russian
Russian
tea
tea.
made with thyme?
Yep.
I'd love to do that again.
What a good, you know what? That's a good project. Russian tea made with Tang. You take, I want to say lemon nest tea and
Yeah, I think you're right.
maybe a tiny bit of clove powder, just a little bit. You don't want to overdo that.
Maybe.
And you take orange Tang and I don't remember the rest. I think that might be close to all of it. And because it just is, and it is, oh, it's so good. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I'll have to. I think
That'll
I.
be.
I
We'll
think
have to do a video of that.
yes, yes, yes. Well, okay. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but I'm going to say I've put some stuff in place that will hopefully make certain things easier for you and for me to just do via our phone. Okay. So, but we'll worry about it after the holidays. Because
That sounds good. Thank you
yeah.
very
Well,
much. The other
because
thing was today. Go ahead.
Cause holidays. That's why.
Yeah, yeah. We're up to our eyeballs with them, aren't we?
Yeah, but
In fact, today, my friend Jane English on the Book of Faces she posted a picture of, and I've just got to get one, and I just don't know how I'm going to do it. It is a 3-dimensional, I don't know if it's plastic or ceramic, tree that is also a deviled egg holder. 3 tiers of deviled eggs.
Wow.
And I saw that damn thing, and I went, I don't care if I have to order it from Temu. I have to have it. But of course, then my lust for it faded. But still, golly, it is the cutest darn thing. And I put on the Facebook page, holy moly, is that a real thing? Because mercy.
I'm looking right now on that place that you just mentioned that will not be mentioned again. And let me see. Holiday egg holder tree is how you would search for that, by the way. There it is. Oh my God.
Right?
Oh my God. Yes. Let's see. None of them. Yeah, no, none of them come in by the solstice. But
Well, I mean, that wouldn't be so important to me because it's not decorated like a Christmas tree.
no.
It's just a big green tree.
Yeah, it's a big green tree, and you can put things on it. They have eggs on it, but you could easily put candles or offerings or anything. I see that.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay. Anyway.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
And it was one of those moments of, oh my goodness. I think I may have to have this, and that is bad.
That's, well, if you did a lot of that, then I would say that's bad. But, nah, you don't do a lot of that. I wouldn't worry. I would just let me put a search in for it. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm looking at.
I just sent you a picture of it.
Yeah.
Isn't that, and it's, I don't know. It was one of those things, I'm not a person who wants very much. I don't see something and go, oh, I have to have exactly that thing. But I saw that and I was like, damn, that's cute. That's very cute.
It is.
But
Well, you know what?
Yeah, what?
You give me just a few days, because I can run a search that will go out there and find it, and see and come back with prices, and all of that stuff. It'll run a comparison shopping thing. I'm a good shopper.
Well, by then the desire may have faded. I don't know.
I don't know.
I scared Joe last night.
Oh.
I finished up got the cake out of the oven to cool, and I went in the living room. I said, our 40th anniversary is coming up, and he went, yeah. I said, you know what the gift is for a 40th anniversary? He looked me dead in the eye and he said, rubies. I said, uh-huh. I think you're in trouble now. So is it going to be a ring, necklace? Is it going to be a bracelet? You going to give me a ruby mine? What's it going to be? He just looked at me like, you are so crazy. It ain't going to be none of that.
Well, why not?
Crazy girl.
It can be.
But, well, how often have you seen me wear jewelry?
Well, you could.
Yeah. People give me jewelry all the time, and every once in a while, I usually have a necklace on of some kind, but it's usually a religious medallion. But I just don't, I don't get dressed up enough to wear jewelry. Maybe I need to change that.
Well, maybe. I don't know. You do what you want to do. It's where I am with that. If you ever want to, you got plenty of jewelry you can pick from. Gosh, and now you got a tree coming to you too. That's cool.
A tree? You mean something to put deviled eggs on?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
We had our neighborhood meeting, our annual meeting earlier this month.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I could do this, I can do that. And I said, I'm just bringing deviled eggs. There ain't a soul on the planet won't eat a deviled egg.
No.
Well, there probably is. But yeah, so I did a dozen eggs, so 24. And then, I had to eat one, Joe had to eat one.
Well,
and the plate was empty when it was time to go home.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing to think about making today too. Is just some boiled eggs. I don't know. I'm just going to cook a couple of things. I'm in an egg mood, evidently.
Yeah. You got work to do.
Yep. Okay, so here's the thing. None of them come in before Christmas on these trees.
Yeah.
These devil egg thing trees. So I'm going to get the one that comes in. When does it come in? between December 22nd and December 30th. So we'll see. Okay, that's when I'm getting it. Okay, done. So now you got a tree.
Woohoo! Golly bum, thanks.
That is how you do it. Happy holiday. You keep it for yourself or give it to the temple or whatever it needs to have happen.
Oh, no, I'm keeping that.
Okay.
I'm going to go look for it. In fact, we'll do a whole show based on deviled eggs and the Wyrd Mountain Gal sitting at a table eating deviled eggs off the deviled egg tree.
Oh, you just reminded me. I am so glad you said that. Did you know that there is a deviled egg website where you can actually go and order deviled eggs?
What?
Yeah, all different kinds of deviled eggs. I am not even kidding. Hang on, let me get the name of it. Because I looked at it. I can't say who said it, and let's see, Scott. Nope, not Cooking with Trisha again. The lady who jumps on the desk and puts her toe on the turkey and flavors it with skull and stuff.
That's funny though.
Yeah, now it was some deviled egg company, and they sell these like flavored deviled eggs, like jalapeno deviled eggs, ranch flavored deviled eggs. It just sounded disgusting to me. 2-pack of deviled eggs. There we go. Oh, it's called. Yeah, it's deviledeggco.com. So you can get a 2-pack of deviled eggs for only $4.49 plus shipping. You can get them in barbecue, ballpark special, blue cheese, BLT, buffalo blue cheese, buffalo chicken ranch, Cali roll, cheeseburger, chicken and pickle, chicken bacon ranch, chicken Caesar, crab rangoon, everything seasoning, gyro, jalapeno, smoked salmon. You get the idea. As deviled eggs. Ugh.
That's nasty. That's like what they do to damn potato chips.
Oh, I know. I agree with you.
Give me some barbecue chips. Give me some salt and vinegar chips. Maybe, I don't know, maybe cheddar cheese. I don't know. But all this damn crap they put in a potato chip just makes me mad. There. You got me mad. Good.
Oh, I said it. And you said it. How could they do that to the potato chip? Lost its purity. And you know what, honestly, it's the same with popcorn.
Yes, it is. Can I just have a little butter and salt on my popcorn, please?
Yes, that's the way to do it. We used to make popcorn in a pot, not a popcorn popper.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just shake it and put some butter in there and get it hot, shake it until it, became popcorn. And it was good.
I remember how exciting it was, though, when it felt like an investment when I was a kid. We got Jiffy Pop.
Oh, yeah.
And it came in its own little pan.
Oh, yeah.
And you put it on the stove, and then it looked like a flying saucer. Oh, my gosh.
That was one of the greatest inventions, don't you think?
Yes. One of the funnest, for sure.
Do they even make that anymore?
I don't know. I've never looked it up.
I would have to get one if I thought they did. Because that's the way to do it, if you ask me. Let me look. Jiffy Pop. Ooh, that was,
Jiffy Pop popcorn.
Yes, they do. They certainly do. I bet you Ingalls has it, or the Savmore might even have it. What? I'm gonna have to. You have just awakened a craving.
Uh-oh.
That's okay. I've had my eggnog fix now. I had a cup of eggnog, and it's like, that's really all I'm going to do, I think. I love it, but I don't want to overdo it. You know what I mean? It was good, and then that'll leave me to where some other time I'm going to have some fruitcake and so on.
Yeah. Well, I try not to do dairy because it flames me up, makes me cough, but Joe got some, maybe before Thanksgiving, he got like a half gallon of eggnog, and he drank it like in a little tiny juice glass.
Yeah.
Once a day. till it was all done. He said, "All right, I'm done with that. No more eggnog." And I said, "It ain't even eggnog season yet, and you're done with eggnog. What is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
He said, "Well, I just wanted that much, and I had that much, and now I'm done." Well, okay then.
Oh, well, then that's good. That's what they call good control.
Oh, he has good control, all right.
Yeah, well, that's very, that's admirable quality.
It absolutely is.
Yes.
I was thinking the other day, you know, he he didn't like to eat out because
Yeah.
he didn't like to spend money, even if I'm spending the money, even if it's my money, and I go, "Hey, let's go have some lunch, have Mexican food." He's very reluctant. Well, all right, all right.
Oh,
I just think about all the money I've saved over the years because it's hardly worth it to say you want to eat out because then I have to convince you, oh, it'll be fun. No, come on, it'll be good. And I also have to pay for it.
yeah. Yeah. Well, listen
And
now.
I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That was enough. Okay.
That's a good idea, too. This might be a nice day for soup and a sandwich. No, it's
Mhm.
going to be a better day for just breakfast for supper. That's what. And
Yes, you
some.
already got the texture ready for that.
Yep, yep, yep. So I'm hearing this all this Christmas music in the background because I'm playing.
Uh huh.
I think you probably I've got a background filter on, so you probably can't hear it. But
I cannot.
I was listening to this swinging jazz Christmassy thing. I look over because I didn't recognize who it was, and it's somebody named Jesus Presley.
Yeah. Jesus Presley and Elvis Costello ought to get together.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm listening to Soma FM Christmas in Frisco, which is my favorite.
Oh yeah, you love that.
I do.
I've got an Ella Fitzgerald Christmas, and that's a nice
Yeah.
one too.
I listened to South Park Christmas not too long ago, and that was one of the best things I've done for myself in a long time. Hearing Cartman sing "Oh Holy Night" is hilarious
Uh,
because he.
See, I don't even actually have to hear that to hear it in my head.
Oh, it's amazing, and if you
Because his
especially.
voice, oh,
Yeah, well, I listen to a guy who has the Cartman voice, and he'll get in there and he looks totally rock and roll, okay? Big beard and all this stuff, and he'll have on the rock and roll toboggan and all of that, and he'll be singing in the Cartman voice. He'll sing all these rock and roll songs, you know. But the Old Holy Night with Cartman was an episode where Cartman was in the chorus. Everybody in class was in the chorus, and I think it was Mr. Garrison who teaching it, and he had a cattle prod. And every time Cartman got out of line, he would hit him with the cattle prod, And I know, it sounds awful, right? But
well, and Carmen no doubt deserves it. So,
well, and he would at one point he hits him with the cattle prod, and when Cartman was singing "Oh Holy Night," "Oh Holy Night," you know how he does, and he kind of forgot some of the lines, and he hits him "Oh Night" right when he was singing "Oh Night," and he hit him with the cattle prod, and he goes "Divine" in this beautiful opera voice. Anyway, and we came out of that, and you hear Mr. Garrison going, "Very nice, Eric."
all
Oh,
it took was the cattle prod.
that's right. Hey, my most favorite Christmas song is by Chris Rosser, and I know,
Oh,
yeah, he just I don't know. It is what's it called? Christmas in. It's Christmas, and it has the ding 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 with the sitar, dun 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 ding ding ding,
oh,
and
you scared me.
oh,
It
Christmas.
sounded like some little drummer boy on the
Yeah, it
sitar.
was Christmas in the Ashram. Do you remember that song? That is one of my
No, I don't
favorite.
think I've ever heard that.
Oh, it's so beautiful. I will make sure and get you a link to it. And of course, for those who don't know, Chris is a local guy, very talented fella. And I love hearing his voice because it's so smooth like butter, smooth like butter. But he's very talented. Now I want to say that he's got a degree somehow in the Middle Eastern stringed instruments. I don't know what I'm talking about mostly, but
He might very well.
I think he does, and he and his yeah. So and not to mention, quite an interesting fella. And through the years, every time I've had a cause that I needed help with, all I had to do was ask once, and Chris would just. And sometimes, if he knew about it, he would volunteer to help. It's like that's the kind of person he was and is, and he's also an excellent writer. So this song called "Christmas in the Ashram." And it's just one of my favorite Christmas songs. I'm going to have to play it now. Gosh, I probably all day long just put it on loop.
I'm just trying to figure out why they would celebrate Christmas in an ashram.
Oh, it's a very interesting song. You'll like it. You will, I promise.
Cool.
I'll find you the link and send it on the phone and all of that stuff. And I know I've kept you on the phone forever. I'm sorry. We've had quite a few Christmases now that we've had episodes about. We talk about how it was like when we were kids to have
Yeah.
Christmas, and this time it kind of feels more like, what does Christmas feel like? It doesn't have to have a happy story with it. What do you?
No.
And when I say Christmas, I'm just saying that because I'm Appalachian girl, and that's what we call this
Well,
season,
And culturally speaking, that's what we've always called it
right?
around here. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a seasonal thing. That doesn't mean anything. It just
Doesn't
means
mean
that.
nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't mean
So-
nothing about my beliefs.
Right. So it's
Put
more like
yourself down.
well, the older I get, the more I realize that it's more about the feeling than it is about anything else when it comes to the holiday seasons and just really everything in general. Don't you think?
I do. I do.
Hey, have you seen this Grandma Antonia lately? The
No,
one
I don't think so.
I told you about her a few weeks ago, and she's this woman from the Robbinsville area. And
Yes.
I had been listening to her, and she was kind of interesting. She is a very interesting person to me. And recently, she had an episode where she was just down. It's really not an episode with her. It's just a conversation where she's talking into the phone, talking to her constituents. And she was just down, and she just kind of expressed it. And it was interesting to hear, and it was heartbreaking. And then the next episode I saw her, she had her hair combed out. Now, every time I've ever seen her, she's had her hair pulled back. Okay?
Uh-huh.
And this time she had her hair combed out, and she looked like a completely different person. I might not have recognized her. And yeah, she's very interesting to me. And she's also back, she's back, and she had that one episode where she got a little down, and now she's back to just, okay, so this is life. So let's just talk it out, kind of thing.
Well, I mean, you and I, that's us.
Yeah.
Sometimes I listen to the episode and I think, well, we are just as crazy as can be. Ha, ha, ha. And then other times I listen to it and go, man, that is a couple of women who are angry. And then I'll hear a couple of women that are just hurt.
Yeah.
Life is hurt.
Yeah. Well,
It just depends. Things change.
it seems what I hear sometimes with us is life is just work. We have work to do. We have to get to our work. And that's what we're always doing, it seems like.
And I think we need to make 2026 the year of less work.
Yeah. I agree. I think we should. We can do this. We can figure it out. We can.
We're not going to work harder. We're going to work better. Isn't
Yeah.
that the euphemism?
Yeah. And it's a real thing, I believe. I believe that. So we'll work smarter, not harder. So, that isn't that what you're supposed to aim for?
Shoot, I don't even know anymore what I'm supposed to aim for. What am I supposed to aim for?
Being a decent person.
Yeah,
There you go.
being a
That's,
real human being.
that's right. That's all you got to worry about. You're the only one you got to wake up beside every day.
I love that.
Yes, that's yeah. Now y'all know my thing. So that's anyway. So speaking of, I need to get going. And
Yeah, me too.
but in the background, I hear sleigh bells ringing and ding 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 a linging or whatever.
Raining, are you listening? Yeah, snow, beautiful sky, we're happy tonight. Why aren't you joining in?
Oh, I'm just listening. It's pretty. Yeah, you do a good job with it. I had really kind of halfway thought that I was gonna meet up with you and do some caroling online. Who knows? It could still
Oh,
happen. It could.
it could, absolutely
Yeah.
could.
But
All right,
not
that's what you
today.
need to do. We're going to
Yeah.
have to brave this cold weather and go out to that damn grocery store.
Yeah, yeah. Get your bread and milk, like the
Get,
southern.
get your
This
spurs done.
that's the southern way. And y'all, everybody, the spiral. Think about what's happening. Think about who's out there. Think about your year, and think about what's gonna be in your year coming up. And just know that we think about y'all, and we're all in this together.
Yes, we are. By golly, we are all in this
Hmm.
together.
Oh yeah,
And
absolutely.
that makes it, I don't care what anybody says, that makes it a little bit easier.
It sure does. Yeah, we're lucky because we know folks, don't we? We know weirdlings.
We know people.
Yes,
We
right.
know people.
That's right. And we're people ourselves sometimes. We try to be. We try to
We
be.
are mostly people,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. And folks, take this weather, this cold weather. Hopefully it's over by the time you're hearing this, but take it seriously when you hear the warnings. I don't want anybody getting hurt or sick if it could be avoided. So
Yes.
be so be
And if you're going to some party and you're wearing some high-heeled shoes and pretty stockings and whatever, go ahead and put a coat and some sensible shoes in your car just in case.
yeah, yeah. Be good to yourself, and we shall talk to you soon, very soon.
Sounds good. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. Bye now.
And to you.
We'll see ya.
All right, see y'all in the new year.
That's right. We'll see ya. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.